6'8" builds are the meta on NBA 2K26, and I have made the perfect build that can do absolutely everything. Shoot from half court, dunk on everybody, and also play elite defense. If you've been looking for a do-it-all build that can run the offense, be a primary defender, and score on anyone, you need to make this build. And trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I shoot 70+% from 3 and almost 80% from the field just with playing with randoms, so I know a thing or two about having to get a bucket or a clutch stop. This build gets access to all of the best jump shots with a 93 pointer and a 95 midi. The contact dunks along with the capable layup and close shot allow it to finish around the rim at ease, along with an 86 ball handle and 80 speed with ball and a 70 pass sack, allowing you to speed boost around the court and throw dots at the same time. This build is also a capable defender, getting 85 perimeter defense and steal. You're going to be an on-ball lockdown along with cap breaking block to get some crazy chase downs. If you want a build that can do everything on offense and play great defense like a lockdown, you need to make this build. But before I get into making the build, drop a like and subscribe and help me hit 4,000 subscribers. So to make this build, you guys are going to want to go shooting guard, 6'8", 193 pounds with a 6'9" wingspan. I want to make sure I was able to get a 93 ball, 86 ball handle, 80 speed with ball while still being able to dunk the ball, play some defense, and really still be able to fly around the court. So getting into the attributes, we have an 87 driving dunk. I am going to use a couple cap breakers to get this up to an 89 later, and I will show you guys what I do with all the cap breakers on the build at a later date. But this is one of those builds where it can really succeed at an elite level without cap breakers. I do have around, I think, 12 at this point, but even without cap breakers, it's still going to be an elite build that you can use right off rip that's going to be able to succeed. So 87 driving dunk, 71 driving layup, and 78 close shot. You're still going to be able to do floaters. You're still going to have a decently big green window along with making layups and doing things like that. 93 mid-range to start along with an 89 three ball. We will +1 this to 90 to get satellite. We'll use a couple cap breakers on mid-range as well to get that up. And then we do have a 68 free throw, which I think is manageable enough. 71 pass sack. We're still able to throw dots. We get the silver dimer, and then the 86 ball handle. We can get legend strong handle. If we +2 that, we get a bunch of silver dribbling badges, which isn't too bad. Going to +2 that lightning launch along with maybe handles for days, +1 to gold, maybe something like that. But with this build and the cap breakers, you're going to be able to get shifty shooter and deadeye on Hall of Fame, along with getting set shot specialist. So you guys can just use your +1s that you get from the shooting specialization, which I would recommend because you can get your 3 ball up to a 90 along with the 94 mid-range. And if you get all the way up to, as you guys can see, a 96 midi, you will be able to get all of these badges on Hall of Fame, which is absolutely elite. You're going to really not be missing, especially once you use those +1s to get them up to legend. But like I said, we're still able to pass. We can still dribble around the court. You get all of the good tall guard animations that you will need. And then defensively, the build does not lack either. 85 perimeter, 85 steal, and I know you guys are seeing only the 40 block. I know you're wondering how I got a bunch of blocks in the intro. That is because we're going to cap break this all the way up to, I believe, a 78, and this way we're going to be able to get, I think, gold high flying denier with a +2, and then paint patroller on silver if I do choose to +1 it. It is kind of, you kind of do just have to do what fits your play style best if you really want to get chase down blocks or get that extra +1 to the shooting badges. But steal wise, silver glove along with gold interceptor is good enough to get the job done. I don't even plus any of these. I think they're just fine the way it is. I get tons of lane steals, tons of on-ball steals as well. 60 interior isn't too bad. I think it's the bare minimum you have to have if you're going to have a tall guard, just because you're going to be able to dunk the ball along with the 40 standing dunk, which I forgot to mention. We're going to be able to get standing dunks with the 40 attribute threshold. 61 offensive rebound along with 55 D board. I wanted to go 60 on one of these just to make sure I got bronze rebound changer. I wanted to go 60 with one of these attributes just to make sure that I did get that bronze rebound chaser, just in case I'm under the rim, need to grab a rebound in a tough spot. Because I'm 6'8", along with the rebound chaser boost, I think I should be able to grab a couple of boards. Then we do have 85 speed, 80 agility, 73 strength, and 78 vertical. We do get the silver posterizer, like I said, the gold strong handle, immovable brick wall, and physical finisher, along with pick dodger on silver, slippery off ball, and gold. You can +2 the strong handle if you really want to. I don't think it's worth it. The gold pogo stick is also nice at the same time, but we also can +2 this vertical with those cap breakers if you really want to. Say you went finishing or something like that, to get an 80, and you will get a couple more dunks and a couple couple more attribute thresholds that will help, but at the end of the day, that is how I make the build. The build comes out to a 2-way 3-level shot creator, which I think is an absolutely elite build. I've pretty much run this build as either Paul George or Tracy McGrady. I think those are the best two comparisons. It says Ray Allen, but I don't think it's that good of a pure sharpshooter, and I think it plays a little bit better at the rim than Ray Allen. I guess it was Bucks Ray Allen, but as you guys can see, weaknesses, no big weaknesses to report. Strength, buckets from mid-range like it's nothing, cold shooter, a poster waiting to happen, and smooth, effortless ball manipulation. I think it definitely could have said something about the defense, but as you guys can see, no big weaknesses to report. It gets a super nice build name, and yeah, you're really going to be able to do absolutely everything with this build. I do want to get into the badges and everything like that with the cap breakers. So this is what the cap breakers are looking like. Like I said, I would only recommend going +2 on the driving dunk to an 89. I didn't really get anything from going to 90. At the end of the day, I went 95 mid-range shot, which is going to be very helpful. I'll show you guys in the badge section. 93 ball, I definitely went with that to get the satellite, and like I said, I used 5 cap breakers to get my block all the way from a 40 to a 79. We're able to get a lot of chase downs on this build, and I think it's really solid. I haven't even fully upgraded the pass arc on this build, so I'm really not even able to throw crazy dots at this point, which is kind of crazy. Diving into the badges, like I said, Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame Posterizer with the +2, Gold Shifty, Gold Strong Handle, Silver Limitless is definitely going to be able to get the job done. +1 set shot. Really solid badges overall. Gold Handles for Days, Gold Arm Ball Menace, Hall of Fame Aerial Wizard, Hall of Fame Lightning Launch, Slippery Off Ball, High Flying Denier on gold. Like I said, we're using our +1s on Ball Menace, High Flying Denier. We're using our +2s on Posterizer and Lightning Launch, max +1s on Handles for Days and Paint Patroller, along with my max +1 from shooting on the Set Shot Specialist. And I'm just about to be done with my shooting specialization. I only have 1,800 more shots to hit, so that will take a little bit. For the takeovers, in terms of that, I am using Deep Bomber. We're boosting the 3-point shot, ball handle, pass sack. I really don't think there's anything else. This build gets really every takeover in the game. I'm using Blur for my second one, Sharpshooter for my third, and then Poster Machine for my fourth. So you're really able to get the big 4 of all of the takeovers. You also, I really think that's all you need. Deep Bomber, Blur, Sharpshooter, or Poster Machine. I'm going to be able to do it all depending on my matchup. I usually run Deep Bomber just so I can shot create a little bit better, but say I know the opponent's interior defense isn't great, I'm going to go Poster Machine. If I really want to try to break some ankles, I'll go Blur, and then Sharpshooter if I'm not trying to shoot from super duper deep. But yeah, let's hop into the animations. I just want to show you guys what I am running. We'll get into the jumper in a little bit, but trust me, it's definitely cash. We got the Zach LaVine dribble style. If you guys want to copy these down, I think these are pretty much just all of the meta sigs. Jimmy Butler escape, Devin Booker step back, Kobe White hezzy, Lonzo Cross, Jordan Poole, T-Max size up, Devin Booker breakdown combo. I'm using Kobe fade. I think that's really smooth. Bryce Sensabaugh go-to shot, DeMar DeRozan hop jumper, and then these are all the post animations. If you see me go to the post hop shot or the post fade, these are what those are looking like. I think it's really, it's been really good for me to use all these animations. I don't know why that's not on. But for the jumper, we're using Matt Ryan, Contavious Caldwell Pope, and Baluba. Very quick speed. I like to put it on push. It really doesn't matter if you're rhythm shooting. That's just my personal preference. 38% KCP and then 62% Baluba. I think Matt Ryan base is super duper smooth. A couple other ones you can interchange. You can use Ray Allen if you really want to. You can use Carmelo Anthony. I just really think that Matt Ryan is going to be, to me, Matt Ryan is the smoothest. It's good. It's good off the LT. It's good off the catch and shoot. It's just very viable in all of the different situations that you guys are going to want to use. I've tried using Carmelo Anthony. It's not great when you're low on stam, but the Matt Ryan base, really good. That is going to do it for the video. Drop a like and subscribe. Like I said in the intro, I'm trying to hit 4,000 subscribers. Let me know what other builds you guys do want to see from me. I'm going to be dropping a bunch more build videos to come, and then let me know if you want me to play with those builds as NBA players in the park and the rec, things like that. But yeah, just let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what you thought about this build, if there's anything you would change. And yeah, like I said, let me know what other builds you guys do want to see from me. And yeah, with that being said, I'm out.